Hello.
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 Let's go!
Hey, kids.
Hey, Dad.
War crimes will be prosecuted.
Does the word mean anything to you?
Yeah, I chose this profession, so therefore I earned beer.
You want to go to the matinee?
The feeling is definitely there.
You don't know my name!
It's a new morning in America.
This is the old dude, Howard J. Reynolds.
Step into my office.
Not going to be too many punks.
Don't you stop worrying about the punk?
You! That's my name!
Yeah, let's go to the punk rock show.
Introducing for your listening pleasure.
Hello, and welcome to the High Fives Podcast year-end extravaganza episode featuring just me. If you've listened to our podcast before, you will recognize that my co-host Nate is not around today, and that's because Nate doesn't partake in the year-end extravaganza. It's a solo endeavor. Sadly, there'll be no great segues, and you'll deal with a lot more of me mumbling my way through music picks and terrible banter with myself, because you can't really banter without somebody here. Anyway, enough self-deprecation. This is my year-end list. There was an insane amount of music that came out this year that I loved, and it was difficult to cut down this list, even more difficult than usual. I probably could have had 100 albums and songs I liked, but I'm guessing 30 is pushing the limit for what people want me to talk about and listen to on a podcast. So you get 30 albums in the quote-unquote punk rock genre that I liked this year, and hopefully you check out the bands and buy their music, support them, maybe go see them on tour if they're allowed to play shows, or if they can play shows, or if it's safe to play shows. You know how it goes. Thank you for listening. Again, I'll apologize for the quality of the episode because it's a total mic endeavor. Nate's the brains behind the operation. He does the editing. He does the stuff that makes us sound good. So hopefully this episode holds up to your standards. And let's start right away with some music. The first band on my list is a band from Wisconsin called Avenues. Avenues play 90s melodic skate punk in lines with bands like Teenage Bottle Rocket, The Copyrights, and the Lillingtons. So they have that sort of Midwest pop punk feel to them as well. Apparently they started recording this album quite a ways back, but for a number of reasons it didn't get finished until this year. It was released by Wiretap Records in November, and it stacks right up there with the best work completed by the bands I compared them to. If you like that sort of stuff, you really got to check it out. It is easily one of the better pop punk melodic albums this year. Sticking with that melodic punk sound, the second pick on my list is a band from the UK called On Hiding to Nothing. I had read a super positive review of their album Will Probably Be Fine somewhere, and it compared them to some of the UK fat bands and epitaph bands of the 90s. And while that's accurate, I also catch tinges of Frenzal Rhomb. So if those are the kind of bands you like, I would definitely check it out. It's always kind of cool when a new band can do an old sound and sound pretty good doing it without sounding like they're copying or anything like that. Will Probably Be Fine is pretty stellar front to back, and if you're into that sort of sound and you've been missing that 90s melodic skate punk, you've got to check out Will Probably Be Fine by On Hiding to Nothing. Moving on to my next pick is a little bit of a switch up from that melodic punk sound into a little bit more indie rock punk sort of thing that's been popular over the last few years. The band is Illuminati Hotties, and the album is Let Me Do One More Time. If you've been a listener to our podcast for any sort of time, you would know that I really enjoy Illuminati Hotties, and I believe they've been on this list a couple of times over the years. Definitely for Kiss Your Frenemies, and I believe I even put the mixtape that was Fuck You to the Illuminati Hotties record label before, and allowed them to get out of their contract. It has the frantic pace of Free IH, which was the mixtape, but still the indie pop sensibilities of Kiss Your Frenemies. If you like Illuminati Hotties, I can't see why you wouldn't like Let Me Do One More Time. The song I picked was Pool Hopping, which is super catchy and super fun and indicative of this band. I got a couple more songs for you before we get to the music, and the next band up is a band from Vancouver who I've mentioned throughout the year, and that band is Autogram. Their album's No Rules. I'm a huge fan of this band. It's a band that features a host of music vets who've played in other bands like the Black Halos, the Spitfires, Destroyer, Black Mountain, Hard Drugs, Blood Meridian, and Jiffy Marks. Autogram plays synth-driven power pop punk. And if you like a band like the Cars or Devo or even the Go-Go's, I suggest checking it out. It's got that 80s synth sound, but with punk flavor. And they're just a cool band. They got some cool videos, and No Rules is a pretty rad album. The final band on my first little list here is a band called Stars Hollow, who have a excellent pop culture name. To be honest, I was kind of scared that emo revival was turning into a crowded genre over the last couple of years, and I kind of figured we might hit a lull here, and it would just be boring. But then you hear a band like Stars Hollow and their album I Want to Live My Life, and you feel okay about it. They've got math breakdowns, great lyrics, fun titles. If you're a fan of Midwest emo and emo revival and bands like Hotelier or American Football, I think you would really like I Want to Live My Life. I wouldn't pass on this band because they do the genre justice and more. And the song I picked was Until I Bleed Out. To do a quick recap of the 5 songs leading into this first little break here. Avenues, the album is Supersonic, and the song is We're All Doomed. On Hiding to Nothing with the album Will Probably Be Fine and the song Sunday. Pool Hopping off Let Me Do One More Time by the Illuminati Hotties. Autogram, the album's No Rules, the song is Shut Up. And finally, Stars Hollow, I Want to Live My Life, and the song Until I Bleed Out. And stick around, we got a lot more music coming your way.
You're a little bit brain dead, and I say quite clueless. What the hell are you doing? Where did it go wrong? It doesn't matter that you're anchored or a little bit worried. If you haven't done anything, then it's your fault. That mindset's trapped inside your mind. Going off every time you try and hide. Your thoughts defeated, your thoughts depleted, black and blue. We're all doomed, we're all doomed. Have you ever had the courage? Said you always been discouraged, 'cause you never had a backbone. It's just the way you are. You're always running from the hard fight, even when you thought it was right. And it's calling out your name. You never had the heart. That monster trapped inside your mind. Going off every time you try and hide. Your thoughts defeated, your thoughts depleted, black and blue. We're all doomed, we're all doomed, we're all doomed. Cheer up, you mopey fuck, I know you got your problems, but I need to think of them today. No dwelling on relationships, you look a man done. How you had life figured out, then fucked it all away. And you're probably gonna wind up pearl and porcelain old and grey. 'Cause it's such a now all of that's okay for today. She's only so forget about it once you get in. Don't think about a little you machine. Oh, that question way outside relentlessly tracking you further from whoever and what you hope to be. And think about a soul that's going that takes you 2 days. window shopping, clean rebound, peanut butter mouth, pool hopping, window shopping, all rivers, no more skippers, pool hopping, window shopping, so spaced out, breakfast takeout.
Class Action, and you're listening to the High Fives Punk Rock Podcast. My top album of 2021 is Turn Up That Dial by the Dropkick Murphys. This record has that classic Dropkick sound, and it doesn't disappoint. There's a bit of everything on here. Energetic Celtic punk anthems like Smash Shit Up, Middle Finger, and the title track, Turn Up That Dial. Political tracks with Chosen Few, lamenting ballads such as I Wish You Were Here, sing-alongs with Queen of Suffolk County, and even some comedy in HBMF and my personal favorite, Mick Jones Nicked My Pudding. Just an overall solid album from the Boston band. Big shout out to Mike and Nate for their dedication to this quality podcast produced for your listening pleasure.
Hey, welcome back to Mike's year-end podcast. I'm Mike, and that last voice you heard was a friend of the podcast, new to the WhatsApp chat member, Alex. Alex plays in a local ska band called Class Action that you should all check out. Thanks, Alex, for your pick and for joining our WhatsApp group and devouring all those episodes this year. Glad to have you aboard. Now back to some music picks for me. First up is a band from New Orleans called Joystick. If there hadn't been so many awesome ska releases this year, you'd probably hearing a lot more about Joystick. I love this release. It gave me the same feeling that I got when I first heard the Flatliners play years ago. Joystick know how to blend hardcore, punk, ska, jazz into one heck of an album. I also love that it's a joint release between Stomp Records and Bad Taste. I'm really hoping that the Stomp connection brings them to Canada someday soon. I recommend checking out the album, I Can't Take It Anymore. I don't think you will be disappointed. The next band I want to talk about also released their album on Stomp Records this year. The band is the Real Sickies, and the album is called Love Is For Lovers. The Real Sickies are from Edmonton, and being from Calgary, I know I am not supposed to like something from Edmonton, but sometimes when something is good, you have to make an exception, and the Real Sickies are really good. Like I mentioned, Love Is For Lovers came out on Stomp Records, and it's the perfect blend of Ramones core, pop punk, rock and roll, and even a little bit of glam rock in there. It'd be hard to find anything bad to say about this release. It appears that the Real Sickies are one of those bands that put out an album every year, and each one seems to be getting better and better, which is a good thing. They're excellent live, and like I said, Love Is For Lovers is a solid album, so check it out. If you listened to the last episode, you would have heard me mention the band Save Face and how I had unfairly marked them as something I'd be way too old to listen to these days. I'm so glad that my stubborn attitude was wrong, and I checked out their album, Another Kill for the Highlight Reel, because it is fantastic. It's catchy, it's thematic, and does all the great things My Chemical Romance did for the genre without coming off as cheesy or copycat-ish, which I sort of think is a really hard thing to do. On one hand, you have this automatic comparison, but to create your own thing that doesn't sound exactly like them is a difficult endeavor. And Save Face does an awesome job of it. So check out their album. The song I picked was Bury Me Tonight. Next up is a band from the UK called Brutaligators, or Brutal Alligators. I think it's Brutaligators because it's one word. But you know me, I screw that kind of stuff up all the time. The album is This House Is Too Big, This House Is Too Small. This is a late addition to my list, and I ended up cutting another album to add this. I won't tell you what that album is, but I did. And I added it because I found myself listening to this all month. It's a great indie punk album. It kind of reminds me of bands like Apologies I Have None and Pup, and maybe even a hint of the Menzingers. Lyrically, it seems like there's a lot of personal stuff going on in here. It feels like it might be about a breakup or something. I'm not entirely sure. I really don't even know that much about the band. Like I said, this album really took off for me, so make sure you give it a chance and check out Brutaligators. The last song I want to talk about here before I get away from annoying you with my voice and my ums and ahs is a band from France called Night Watchers. I'd be lying if I said I was up on my bands from France, but I'm super stoked that I came across Night Watchers. I'm not entirely sure how I did. I feel like I read a review from a zine called Ear Nutrition, but Night Watchers put out an album called Common Crusades this year, and it's filled with political lyrics, catchy hooks, It's fast-paced, and it flows so well from front to back. There's shades of the band Idols on here, but with a much more punk rock sound to it than that rock and roll feel. Common Crusades touches on topics like France's colonization history and Islamophobia. So if you like your punk rock filled with political meaning, make sure you give Common Crusades a listen here. The song I went with is called White Fathers, and again, the band is Night Watchers, and they are from France. So let's recap what we're going to listen to here real quick. We got Joystick with the song Parallelograms off their album I Can't Take It Anymore, followed by The Real Sickies with Sickies Don't Talk off Love Is For Lovers, Save Face with the song Bury Me Tonight off Another Kill for the Highlight Reel, Brutaligators with the song Coffee and Codeine off This House Is Too Big, This House Is Too Small, and finally we have Night Watchers with the song White Fathers off Common Crusades. Take a listen to these bands. Hope you like something, then pick it up at a store or stream it or however you listen to music. And we'll be back with a whole lot of new music for you and some more mumbling from me.
just caught okay. So do you really think I'm dying alone? Well, I sure hope so. Bury me down hide. Tell me how you really feel being alive. But we don't have much time. Take it deep now, don't be shy. Oh, as long as I'm there with you, well, that'll be alright. So come on, so
High Fives listeners, it's Damien from Australia in the WhatsApp chat here. My favourite release of this year is a song that's very classically this band but still feels fresh and makes me super keen for both the album and probably even more so the return of live shows, as I'm pretty sure I've seen this band play more than any other, although it'd be close with a couple of other Melbourne bands. The song is Get Out of My Head by Body Jar. Thanks heaps for having me along.
Hey, and welcome back to the High Fives year-end show with me, Mike. That last voice you heard was Damien from the High Fives WhatsApp chat group with his pick of the year, which was Body Jar. He went local, so I think I'm going to go local here with my next pick and pick Julius Sumner Miller and the album's Try It Out. JSM, as you can imagine, are a local Calgary band, and if you've listened to our show ever, their singer Darren has made a couple of appearances. One was an interview done around Christmas a few years back, and one was this year at the halfway mark. Darren filled us in with his best of 2021 so far. I think it's fitting that they made my list of best of 2021. Well, I guess it's not really a list of best, but they made my list for 2021 songs that I liked. Try It Out came out this year and is really up the JSM game. It's just a solid punk rock album front to back. And if you are into music videos, they have put out some really rad music videos. Check them out. The album, again, is Try It Out. I'm not sure there was a band that was busier releasing stuff than the Raging Nathans last year. On top of Waste My Heart, which is the album I picked, this band put out a number of split releases, singles. It felt like for a bit there, they were coming out every other week. And shockingly, none of them ever felt like it was a rush job. They're a band that just seems to be getting better and better. They're tight. They write great melodic pop punk. And the artwork on this album is pretty perfect too. The song I went with was I Could Never Fall in Love with You. But honestly, this is a front to back kind of album. Now to change up the pace is a band I spoke a little bit about a few episodes back. The band is Kittner. The album is Shake the Spins. Nate and me had both mentioned how much we were digging the album at the time, and we both had brought up how rare it was for a band to kind of go on a long hiatus and then come back so strong. I know they made some lineup changes, but it doesn't feel that way, and the magic hasn't disappeared at all. This album is a fantastic homage to bands like the Get Up Kids, The Anniversary, Bright Eyes, Just to Brazil, and that sort of 2000s vagrant record sound. Yeah, when you wait this long for an album, you're usually disappointed, but some things are worth the wait, and I'd say that Shake the Spins is definitely worth the wait. So, to recap here, we got Julius Sumner Miller with the album Try It Out and the song Playing for Nobody. We got the Raging Nathans with I Could Never Fall in Love with You off Waste My Heart, and Kittner, the song Suddenly off Shake the Spins. So, take a listen, and we'll talk in a bit.
We're used to playing for nobody, so won't you all sing along? We're used to playing for nobody, so won't you all sing along? We're used to playing for no one, so won't you all sing along? Use your mouth, use your lips, use that fucking tongue. We're used to playing for no one, so won't you all sing along? First are easy, chorus are sweet, this time is a very long. Here we go! Won't you all sing along? Won't you all sing along? Won't you all sing along? Won't you all sing
everyone. It's Simon from the High Fives WhatsApp chat group. Letting everyone in on my two favourite albums of the year. Definitely go to Turnstile with Glow On and We Are the Union with Ordinary Life. By far my most listened to. Both amazing albums. Turnstile, just with that so much groove. Every song is an absolute rager. And We Are the Union, just so catchy, really great message. And both albums that my kids know all the words to. Happy holidays, and thanks to Mike for asking me to do this. Peace.
Hi, and welcome back to the High Fives podcast. This is Mike, and that last voice you heard was Simon. Simon is a regular contributor to our episode lists and our WhatsApp chat. And if you want to check out more from him, he runs an Instagram account called Sour Grapes, which is an offshoot of a zine he used to, or a website that Simon used to run. Anyway, check it out. Nate and me have both submitted lists for that. But let's get back to some more music here. The first band I pick is a band that Simon actually turned me on to. The band is Dead Heat. They are an awesome crossover hardcore band from California. This is the perfect thrash crossover punk hardcore band and album. Sometimes this genre tends to get bogged down with a band trying to rewrite the same songs from the 80s or 90s, but Dead Heat have enough modern edge that it feels right at home in 2021. The artwork killer, the songs are killer, and if you're into thrash or hardcore, this is a must-have album. It rules. The album is World at War, and the song I chose was Death Wish. The next band is a band from Montreal called The Last Mile. They're a three-piece, and I just happened to come across the release a few weeks back, and I've really been digging it. Respect the Frequency is out on Rad Girlfriend Records, which is a good sign that you should just pick it up. It's a solid melodic punk album. Again, another genre that can sometimes be bland, but Last Mile managed to keep it fresh, both musically and lyrically. The album is Respect the Frequency. The song is SCCS, which is kind of hard for me to say. But yeah, check them out. The next band I'm going with put out an album called Split Guts Over Rough Cuts. The album is Me the Guts, and they are from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, which I think Americans like to hear, because on TV they make fun of Saskatchewan a lot. Honestly, I'm surprised I've never heard of this band before, being so close to Calgary. Relatively close in Canadian terms, I guess. Split Guts Over Rough Cuts is a great melodic punk album. There's hints of Propaganda, a Willem Scream, maybe even early Thrice. Front to back, it's full of energy. If you're into that sort of sound, you should really check them out. So, just to recap, we had Dead Heat, the album World at War, and the song Death Wish. From Montreal, The Last Mile with Respect the Frequency and the song SCCS. And Me the Guts, Thoughts and Prayers for Spaghetti and Meatballs off Split Guts Over Rough Cuts. And that is a mouthful.
Hello, welcome. This is Joel. You might know me from the My Age podcast. You might know me from the group chat, the High Fives group chat. You might not know me at all. You might know me from a story that you may have heard about Nate and I back in 98. Moke asked me to do a little kind of end-of-year wrap-up. My podcast has been put on hiatus because I'm too fucking busy, and my wife and I have been renovating our house, which has been heartbreak after heartbreak. But we're kind of at the tail end of it, so we'll see what happens next year. If you're a My Age podcast listener, thanks for checking this out. If you're not, go check it out, myagepodcast.com. Whole bunch of episodes up there, one with Moke, one with Nate, one with a bunch of fucking legends. Anyhow, so this is my 2021 wrap-up. My favourite album of the year would be Glow On by Turnstile, and I think it's going to be everyone's favourite album of the year. It sounds like... When I first heard it, I was like, wow, this sounds like Jane's Addiction, and everyone was like, oh, that's not a good praise of it. But then I read someone else recently say, oh, no, it sounds like Jane's Addiction trying to cover Bad Brains or do a Bad Brains album. I was like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. So if you like Bad Brains stuff and then you imagine Jane's Addiction played it, that's kind of what you're going for with this album. Or, I don't know if that's what they're going for, but look, just give it a fucking red hot crack. The album was called Glow On.
Hey, this is Mike again. I hope you enjoyed those bangers. And that last voice you heard was Joel. Now, Joel took the assignment to the next level and basically recorded a podcast of year-end things. Well, that's not to be surprised, since Joel has his own excellent podcast called the My Age podcast, which has been on hiatus a little bit here. He was an early fan of the podcast, long-time listener, long-time contributor. For a while, he was doing responses to each episode that were more than just an Instagram post or a message. So, Joel, I'm sorry I edited your podcast, but for anyone interested, I am going to post it as an extra to this episode, and you can listen after. I cut out a bunch of songs on there that he picked and just went with his main pick. But thank you, Joel, for always being a supporter and for putting in the effort. And seriously, guys, listen to his podcast and listen to his little blurb for this if you're looking for some new music and what really got Joel going this year. Up next is one of those bands that Joel had on his list that I didn't put into this podcast, but the band is Face to Face. The album is No Way Out But Through. Face to Face are an interesting band. As a teenager, they were a great gateway to melodic punk and the Fat and Epitaph world. But somehow, because they were so popular, they ended up getting this weird stigma around them, especially in my group of friends and for myself. I'd be lying if I said I was above that, but I've slowly rekindled my like for them, and the last few releases have been really solid. That being said, No Way Out But Through really recaptured what was initially so likable about Face to Face. In no way is this a slight, but I didn't expect to get as many listens out of this album as I did, and I found myself going back to it on the reg. So, if you've been avoiding Face to Face because you were too cool, or you'd rather just listen to Disconnected a zillion times, I suggest you give this a solid listen, and check it out. Super good. I know I mentioned this once when we talked about the last Good Riddance album. Sometimes a band can write great albums, but never really recapture what you love about them. I feel this way about this Face to Face album. It recaptured everything that was good about Face to Face when I was a kid. Next up is a band called Virginity and an album called Pop Mortem. Pop Mortem is one of those albums that just kept getting better the more I listened to it. I know Nate and I joked how this band gets lumped in as some sort of adult contemporary punk. We're not really sure what's going on there, but I love that the band is playing along with that. Maybe we appreciate it because we're older than these guys. But seriously, all jokes aside, this album is bonkers good. I get the songs stuck in my head all the time, and I find myself humming them days after I've heard it. If you haven't checked them out, please do. Clever, catchy, fun, with a little bit of a 90s vibe. Just a great album all around. The song I picked was Nosferatude, the vampire song. Sticking with the clever wordplay, the next band I've picked has a great band name. The band is LAX's They are a queer surf indie rock band that features Jenny Owen Youngs, Sam Barbara from The Beginners, Steph Baker of Baby Bulldog, and Rachel White, whom I'm only going to assume is in some sort of cool LA band as well. Get Some is the kind of album you would expect to hear at a summer backyard party, and isn't that what we need in these shitty times? Just an album that is positive, funny, catchy, uplifting, and that's what Get Some is. The song Skinny Dipping is the one that really caught my ear, and that's what I went with. To recap, we've got Face to Face with No Way Out But Through and the song Farewell Song. We've got Virginity, the album Pop Mortem, and the song Nosferatude, the vampire song. And LAX's Get Some, and the song is Skinny Dipping. I hope you enjoy this. Thank you again for listening. We'll be back in a tiny bit here with some more songs and some more blabber from me.
But I know better
it's getting harder and harder to keep up with what wave we're on. I'm not talking about emo or COVID. I'm talking about ska. This year we had an awesome release from We Are the Union called Ordinary Life. Just like to give a shout out to the song Boys Will Be Girls, an awesome anthem for 2021. Ska should make us feel happy, make us feel hopeful, and that's what we need. Bye.
Welcome back to the High Fives podcast, year-end Mike Extravaganza episode, which is exactly like it sounds, a long-winded episode of Mike picks for the year. That last voice you heard was longtime listener, supporter, and friend, sometimes list maker, and always hot take maker in the WhatsApp group chat, Dave. Thanks for the song pick, Dave, and make sure you check out Dave's year-end list. It usually includes some TV shows and movies and a great wine list, because that's his thing. It might be your thing too. Let's get on to some music here. This next album came out in November of 2021, which would make sense because this is a 2021 list. It would be weird if I picked something that wasn't out in 2021. It might have been out earlier in the year, but I saw it in November, so I'm going with November. The band is Bong Mountain. The album is The Battle of Bong Mountain. This is their first full-length, which seems super weird to me, seeing as they feel like they've been around forever. Their EP came out a long time ago, and they played a lot of shows, but maybe the name is so great that you never forget it. The Battle of Bong Mountain proves they're more than just a memorable band name, though. They have an interesting sound, because parts of it sound very orgcore, and other parts sound very Midwest emo. So if that's your thing, check them out. If you like their EP, you'll love this. It's a great extension of it. The album again is The Battle of Bong Mountain, and the song I chose was Prove It. The next band I picked is a band from Europe called The Chivies. The Chivies are a Ramones core band from Rotterdam and features members of Windowsill, Giant Eagles, and The Real Danger. You can really hear their homage to bands like the Riverdales, the Queers, and of course the Ramones. And I swear the European bands are doing this sound so much better than anyone else these days. If you like pop punk and you haven't checked this album out, you're seriously missing out. The song I chose was Esperanza, and seriously, when are you going to hear a saxophone solo like this in a pop punk song again? This album's worth getting it just for that. So to recap, it's Bong Mountain, The Battle of Bong Mountain, the song Prove It, The Chivies off their self-titled, the song Esperanza. We'll see you in a few.
Waking up midday, swollen eyes and thick spit and a headache. The sun's already done its climb and set out west to hide, and I'm just getting dressed and trying not to be sick. I haven't leveled up in a long time. I've been stuck on the same part, drinking poison, getting paralyzed and avoiding looking honestly at my character. With one life and half a heart left, and moving slowly with the burden of the potions I can't part with. It takes all my energy to get out the door, go through the motions without any sort of goal or plans to change it all. And I know it must look like I'm not even trying. I know I've gotta get better. My life's become a pantomime of these old days. keep taking the wrong way. 'Cause the pages are all bleeding together, and the highlighter can't find a paragraph worth the ink. So I'm starting a new draft, gonna change it all with a ballpoint pen. It's only ever been in my hand, and it's always been me moving it.
asking me to do this. I'm a huge fan of this end of the year mixtape podcast, and so I'm very happy to do this. Unfortunately, this year I haven't listened to a lot of music, so my list will be very short. But here it is. So, The Wizard with OK Human, and The Copyrights with Alone in a Dome. And yeah, that's it for this year for me. But I'm very excited to know more about your picks instead. And yeah, thanks again. Bye.
Hey, this is J-Rad here from the High Fives WhatsApp chat. My favorite album of the year is from the Copyrights, Alone in a Dome. I mean, I don't think there's a better band that manages to keep their sound and yet never loses their edge. Each release has you pumping your fist and singing the choruses like they did 10 years ago. So, I mean, Fat should have had these guys on their label years ago as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah, the Copyrights, Alone in a Dome. That's my album of the year. Thanks, guys.
Hey, and welcome back to the High Fives podcast, year-end review. I don't know if it's so much of a review or just a bunch of my music picks that I'm forcing on you guys. You may have heard two voices there. The first one was Serena. Serena is a longtime listener and supporter of the podcast, and she was a little bit nervous about doing the little recording, but I really appreciate you doing it, and thank you. If you're into baking at all, Serena has a really cool Instagram site where she comes up with recipes that have to do with cereal. I don't even know how she comes across all this cereal because she's from Italy and she seems to have access to more cereal than I do here in Canada. All these crazy American flavors and stuff like that, or brands, I guess. Anyway, if that's your thing, check it out. I will post a link on our site. Thank you, Serena, for your pick. The second voice you would have heard there is J-Rad. J-Rad has been a supporter of the show from day one. He has been on an episode. He contributes to the WhatsApp chat. And if I had to guess, he has submitted the most lists for episodes, missing maybe only one or two. And one of those was out of spite because he didn't like Nate's topic. Anyway, like his nickname, Jay is a rad dude and always has been supportive. So thanks for sending in your pick. If you've been paying attention at all to punk and ska over the past few years, you probably know a little something about a band called Catbite. Nice One is Catbite's second full-length album and is a great follow-up to their debut. It's crazy how good this album is. The production's flawless, songwriting is super catchy, the lyrics are great, and everything about this band and album is so good. I really think they're a band that could crack that pop lexicon and like make it onto mainstream radio. Not that it matters, because Nice One is banger after banger, and it's a good time party had by all. Check it out. Definitely worth listening to. The next band is a Canadian band, and I always love to get some more Canadian content in this list because I don't want to piss the CanCon gods off. All jokes aside, Swimming are an emo math rock band from Newfoundland. If you like hard on your sleeve versus chiming chords, mathy guitar breakdowns, this album is going to knock your socks off. A big shout out to Dave for pointing me in this direction. Their album, That's Okay, is excellent. The band is Swimming, and the song I chose was Black Horse Brigade. This next band I kind of hummed and hawed about putting on my list. The band is the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. The album is When God Was Great. And yes, I can already hear the groans when I said that. But if I'm going to be honest with myself, I listened to this album a lot this year. I honestly think it's the best Boss Tones album since Pay Attention. And I'd say I Don't Believe in Anything is probably the best Boss Tones song since The Impression That I Get. So, you know, if you like the Boss Tones, you're going to love this album. If you don't, I'm not going to try to convert you. They aren't everyone's cup of tea, but they'll always hold a special place in my heart. So check it out. The song I Don't Believe in Anything is off When God Is Great. And again, the band is the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. Last one here is the one that's guaranteed to be on a lot of people's year-end lists. I know it is, just from talking to people. The band is the Copyrights. The album is Alone in a Dome. And when I saw they were putting out this album on Fat, I was super happy that they might open the copyrights up to a new audience who haven't been aware about how awesome this band really is. I'm not really sure there's a band that's better at doing the sound over the past few years. They really are probably the like cream of the crop, or as some people say, the chef's kiss when it comes to this type of sound. And Alone in a Dome is a great copyrights album. If you're sleeping on the copyrights, I don't know where the fuck you've been. Check them out. All their stuff is pretty fucking rad. So, to recap, we have Catbite, Call Your Bluff off Nice One. Swimming, That's Okay. And the song is Black Horse Brigade. The Mighty Mighty Boss Tones with I Don't Believe in Anything off When God Was Great. And the copyrights, Alone in a Dome, and the song is Before Midnight. Check them out. Hope you like all these songs. If you don't, you don't. If you do, keep listening.
Gonna call your bluff, oh, I don't care, and I swear, ain't gonna fake it in your night.
Oh, don't tell me that there's a downside, and can't you see? It's going worldwide and I don't believe in anything. Baby, I don't believe it, I don't believe it. And don't tell me what your rules are usually. That won't get you too far. You know you can't believe it. What I believe is I don't believe in anything. I don't believe in anything.
They say that Russian spy satellite that crashed up in Canada give cancer to a cow in Carbondale, Illinois.
You unlock your bike in the dark, dark night, jump on it right away. But you stop at the tracks, feel the legs and hope it's an Amtrak, not a freight train. You think the starts is a passenger car. One of them looks and waves. Are they headed to a better place? It's almost guaranteed. There's nothing in the shadows as scary as what you see in the light of day. So stay a little longer. Nothing good happens before midnight anyway. There's down at night, seems to lose our line every time we're down a friend. But the darker streets are fun with me. I don't really wanna see the end. But the skin gets tough, his eyes adjust. The more nocturnal I get, looks like they used to make things here. Now it doesn't even make sense. There's nothing in the shadows as scary as what you see in the light of day. So stay a little longer. Nothing good happens before midnight anyway. And there's no way I can shake you. Any warning from me, just life it away. So sleep a little longer. Nothing good happens in the morning anyway. So shut it down. Sleep in. Shut it down.
Hey, Mike, it's Vince from Colorado. Thanks for inviting me to be a part of your year-end wrap-up. I'm stoked to be a part of this. But first, just a big shout-out to you and Nate and the entire High Fives community. I think one thing that I've been just blown away by with this podcast is that you guys have been able to create not just a podcast, but a community, and the chat group's a ton of fun. And I'm stoked to be able to interact with that group and hope that someday there's a High Fives meetup. COVID be damned. But looking back at the year, if I were to just, rather than necessarily pick out like a favorite record, there definitely have been a few that are kind of frequenting my turntable much more than others. But rather than kind of pick maybe the one I'm listening to the most, I wanted to give a slightly unconventional shout out to what I think was just an awesome performance. And with that, I was going to call out the Callie Massey record, Laughs. I think their singer just did an awesome job, and the vocal performance and delivery on that record it seems to be kind of next level. And it's really, I just keep going back to that record, especially recently, and looking back and trying to look back a little bit more at what happened in 2022. And a couple examples, I think, in the songs that they on that record that are good examples of just that kind of elevated performance are Hurts to Laugh and Recurring One. And those are just killer tracks. So that's my shout out for 2022. Lots of other records came out, both from kind of long-standing bands in the genres, as well as some new folks. But that's kind of the one I wanted to call out. So thanks for including me. And yeah.
Hello, High Fives listener. This is longtime friend of the podcast and friend of yours, Justin, with my 2021 High One pick of the year, or at least notable album for this past year. This album is by a band called Kalimasi. The album is Laughs, and it's just a great listen, end to end. Good pace, lots of change-ups, lots of different sounds. It's emo, it's punk, it's got a bit of edge, it's relaxed, it's got a little bit of everything on it, and just a really well put together, well produced, good sounding album. So there you have it. Kalimasi, Laughs, my high one for 2021. Stay excellent and be cool to each other, or whatever Mike says.
Hey, and welcome back. Those last two voices come from two listeners. Vince from Colorado, who is new to the WhatsApp group and new to the podcast, but really dove in and has become a huge contributor in there and with his lists. Thanks, Vince, for listening and for recording that little blurb. And hopefully we will get a High Fives meetup one of these days. As you said, COVID be damned. The other voice you heard was Justin, longtime friend, longtime listener, supporter of the podcast, and one-time guest. All-around cool guy, though. Thank you for your list and your support. And let's get on to some more music. Both Justin and Vince picked Kalimasi's sophomore album, Laughs, and coincidentally, so did I. So I'm not sure what else I can say that those two didn't say already. I had a little blurb written up about how much I enjoyed the album, how it was a great follow-up to An Instrument, and how they were great at intertwining punk, emo, indie rock, and melodic punk all in one great album. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you check out Laughs, and maybe go support the band. They just went through a little rough patch as they went to Europe and had to cancel the tour due to COVID and come all the way back home. So if you're looking for someone to support after the holidays, maybe pick up this album or pick up some merch. They seem like great people. The album is Laughs, and the song I chose was Paint Me Jade. The next album I picked is a band from Australia, but you wouldn't know that by listening to them. You would think they came from the Midwest or the southern United States. The band is immense. The album is Tales of Love, Loss, and Outlaws. It came out in April 2021. It's chorus-driven storytelling folk with punk rock tinges. They have more in tune with bands like the Gaslight Anthem or Chuck Reagan or something off the Revival tour than you would expect from most Australian bands. I'm actually shocked I didn't hear a little bit more about this album from other people. One of those solid front-to-back albums. And they do have a couple of high-profile guests like Laura Jane Grace and Sarah from Murder by Death. This is one of those albums that's a classic for me. If you like that sort of sound, check it out. The album, again, is Tales of Love, Loss, and Outlaws. So to recap, Kalimasi, the album Laughs, the song Paint Me Jade, Amends, Tales of Love, Loss, and Outlaws, and the song is It's Been Heaven Knowing You. We will see you soon. Keep listening. Hope you're enjoying everything. And we got a few more left for you. So if you've made it this long, I really appreciate it.
Looks like tonight I'm on my own. Got no right to piss and moan. Got no right to piss and moan. There is a light that's in your eyes, reminiscent of my own, reminiscent of my own. Oh my God, my face has aged to fit my father's disappointed gaze. So paint me gray, like he is today. Running out of shit to tell Kayleen. I can never lay down, gotta be held down. Counting flaws, I count the sheep I heard around. But I'm running out of solid ground, but you're keeping me round like a family hound. I'm down and out, not in the ground. My face has aged to fit my father's anti-adolescent gaze. None I touch just turns away. Should I hang up the crown if it meant that the day was a frame to be stolen and hidden away? listening to Moke's Top 500 of 2021 on the High Fives podcast.
Good? Is that good? What? Okay, so I guess I'm contractually obligated to participate in this episode, even though it's not an official High Fives episode. So I guess I'll give my top five, because I'm an adult and I can make some hard decisions of the year. So let's get to it. In no particular order, as I do. The Bronx, titled 6. This album is awesome. There is a 70s Kiss-esque vibe to this record. Kind of like screaming, "We're the greatest rock band in the world." Much more melodic of a record than their previous releases. Fun as hell. Love this record. Love Breakers, Primary Colors, British mid-tempo pop punk band. This is their debut full-length album. This album it makes me happy. It's got good vibes, good feeling to it, great songwriting, catchy melodies. Number 3, again, no particular order, Death by Unga Bunga. This one stuck with me since the midway through. The album is heavy male insecurity, just straight ahead rock and roll record. Super fun, filled with sound effects, lyrically just kind of hilarious. Next, Origami Angel, Gami Gang. Mike, what do you think? This one has been with me since the midway through as well. Just a vast soundscape of emo for the 2020s. Hooky writing, fully realized record, moderate use of sound clips, dancey melodies, techie guitars, diverse songwriting musically. Last but not least, Catbite, aptly titled Nice One. Why? Because this is the year that ska came back to us all. Was it ever really gone? I don't know. I don't know what episode it was. We did a full ska episode this year. So Catbite, catchy, fun, dancey songwriting that has moments of like 50s rock and roll. They bring their own sound to this next wave of ska. Organ, trumpet, steel drums even. Just try listening to this album and not tapping your foot. I dare you. Summer vibes all year long. That's it from me. Moke, back to you.
There it is. There's the sound you've been missing. It's our good buddy Nate with his little blurb. Thanks, Nate, for doing that and for the intro. I'm sorry you couldn't be here with me doing this whole episode. I really do miss you every time I do this episode. You're a great friend, a great partner in this, and thank you for all you do. And for the listeners, you can probably tell who does our editing because Nate kicks ass at it and I am just a scrub. Anyway, I hope you're still listening despite my lack of Nate, and I hope that little bit there satisfied the little cravings. Like Nate, I was really enjoying Love Breakers this year. It's always good when you hear about a band and have no expectations and then they blow you away. Love Breakers did this for me. They're power pop punk from the UK, and their album Primary Colors came out on Wiretap Records, which is usually a good sign. There's shades of Gaslight Anthem on here in their storytelling and songwriting. Maybe even a little of The Clash, which is huge praise for me, but Primary Colors really did impress me that much. I went with the song Laura because it's definitely the one that you crank the volume to every time it comes on. And it's one I found myself going back to over and over again all year. Make sure you check them out. The next one should come as no surprise if you've listened to our podcast at all this year. Both of us have talked about this album. A number of people have mentioned it, critics, listeners to the show. The album is Ordinary Life. The band is We Are the Union. I think lyrically it might be one of the most important albums of the year. Even if ska and pop punk aren't your thing, I think it'd be worth checking out. It's so great to see such great people leading the ska charge and doing it with meaningful lyrics and purpose. I've never actually interacted with anyone in this band before, but they seem like great people, and I think it's awesome to see how they've created this scene amongst all the other ska bands that are going around these days, and working as a family together towards better things, good times, and great music. The song I chose was Morbid Obsessions, and the band again is We Are the Union. So to wrap up this little section, it was Lovebreakers with the song Laura off Primary Colors, and We Are the Union with the song Morbid Obsessions off Ordinary Life. Thank you again for listening. I got one more song for you, and we're out after this, so stick around.
Got me that I want me. Got me love struck by. Earlier we're talking like playing the scene from a vintage movie. House full of love, it's all we ever need. It's all we ever need. Every thought feels like a confession. She said, if I get one life, gonna do what I want. If I get one life, I'm gonna do what I want. She was a mess at 17, running down a dream, stuck in this endless empty feeling. Give it a rest, chasing the girls around. Her lonely heart was a ghost town. They said, son, you better settle down and let go of these morbid obsessions. Every thought feels like a confession. She said, if I get one life, gonna do what I want. If I get one life, I'm gonna do what bitterness and self-abuse. Trapped like a rat, got nothing left to lose. She wanted a dress like all the other girls, a head full of curls that said, son, you can't always get what you want in this world. Let go of these morbid obsessions. Every thought feels like a confession. She said, she said, she said, if I get one life, gonna do what I want. If I get one life, I'm gonna do what I want. Let go of these morbid obsessions. Every thought feels like a confession. She said, she said, she said, if I get one life, gonna do what I want. If I get one life, I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna do what I want. If I get one life, I'm gonna do what I want.
Hey, welcome back to the High Fives podcast. I'm Mike, your host, solo as always for this year-end episode. Thank you for listening. And before we get to that last pick of the year, I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone who has supported our podcast, who has listened, who has submitted a list, who has shared it or said hi to us about it. Thank you to the WhatsApp group for being so supportive and creating a community that's fun to be part of. I look forward to reading the messages every time my phone beeps, checking out the bands that you guys suggest, arguing about the stupidest things. Thank you to all of you that recorded for this episode. I know it was hard to do because doing it myself is really weird, so I imagine doing it yourself was really weird. I appreciate it. To Nate, thank you so much for being an awesome co-host and partner with this. Thank you for all the editing and hard work you do. And I really do love doing this podcast with you. So thanks for making this happen. And thank you to you who's listened to this whole podcast. I hope you have a great new year. I hope we see some positive things in 2022. I hope we get some great new music. If it's anything like 2021, there will be way too much, but it's all worth it. Sorry to any bands that cut off this, not that you care, but my list was probably like 150 before I got into this, but I didn't think anybody wanted to listen to 150 songs I picked. If you check out our website at highfives.ca, I'll be posting this list, my EP list, and a link to this episode. We'll also be posting everybody who submits their year-end lists, so please send those in to our podcast. We will get them up on Instagram and on the website. You guys know how. If not, slide into our DMs, which sounds really creepy, but I promise we're not creepy. And finally, my last pick of the year. The last pick is an album called Gammy Gang by a band called Origami Angel. The song is Caught in the Moment. I know they were on my list a few years ago, or maybe even last year. Time kind of seems weird these days. I still can't believe this is a two-person band. If you're into math rock, emo, punk, then Gammy Gang has it all. It's a layered album. It's crazy good. I know I should come up with some sort of clever gamer reference here, but I can't, except that I get the same feeling listening to this album as I did when I passed Super Mario World, which probably ages me, and it was the last video game I could finish that wasn't too complicated. Anyway, I went with the song Caught in the Moment because it's the one that is constantly stuck in my head. It really makes me wish I could find a Taco Bell in town and learn how to play Pokemon. Thank you again for listening to this long-winded episode. Thank you to everyone. Have a good new year. See you around, and keep listening. Stay cool and be excellent to each other.
Walking through the roundabout, looking for a friend's house, staring at my phone. It's It's not that it's crucial, I just like to know where to go. I always do when I'm with you. 3 whole months now, I've been fighting just to breathe, and I have to say I almost forgot the feeling. But then I see you walk at your building, and I'm caught in the moment. Take me back to getting Taco Bell with you late nights, 'cause we do what we wanna. Lift drivers' names I'll remember till this day. Small things I should have forgotten. Everything is a lie. Sometimes it makes me cry. The bed when she's sleeping is my only friend. I'm slowly beginning to hate everyone that I know. I know. I know. I know. Hey man, you tried your best today and it wasn't all that great, but who really cares? No one. The answer is no one does. Nobody gives a fuck. It's sad, but it's true. Take me back to watching Pokemon with you. Your house at 3 in the morning. Maybe I'll stay over for a couple days. We'll be so caught in the moment. Take me back to getting Taco Bell with you late nights, 'cause we do what we wanna. Lift drivers' names I'll remember till this day. Small things I should have forgotten. Go! We're caught in the moment. So caught in the moment.
Time to get the fuck out of here.
Fucking hell!